All right, so something a little different today. This is a wheel off of a 172. I actually already repacked this, but I figured I'd show you real quick while I've got it. So this is an airplane tire, small airplane tire. This is one of the main landing gear, 600 by 6 is the size. This is a 6-ply tire, which it will say up here, right? So 6-ply, max load, 1,700 pounds, part number, and it's a tube type tire. So aviation tires, the wheels are split in half. They're aluminum, and then they've got a just a tapered roller bearing that's in here. I'll take one of these out just to show you what they look like. But yeah, so this was the brake rotor. Sorry, start over. Brake rotor, it's got disc brakes, just like a car. Obviously a lot smaller. You don't get a lot of meat in the rotor there. You got a split wheel here. These wheels are just aluminum wheels, and they bolt together with through bolts. You can always tell the aviation stuff because it's got these cadmium coated bolts. I guess it's for corrosion resistance, but they're the cadmium coating plus the markings on top, the X and the CS. They're Army Navy standard parts, so they are like military spec parts. So you know, I guess in theory they're better quality control. And then might as well take this off. All this white powder here is talc. So when you pack they're tube tires, just like a bicycle. You've got a tube and a tire. When you pack them, you use talc powder to lubricate the tube against the tire, so that the tube and the tire don't bind against each other, and you don't have issues with the and to allow the tube to move around in the tire a little bit, kind of to be able to flex. And that's so the tube and the tire don't bind against each other and pinch and tear the tube, potentially. So that's all there is there. Let me wipe down my hands, and I will pull out this bearing and show you kind of the stack up here. It's kind of interesting, just because it's not typically what you see. Ugh, getting that stem back in there's a pain in the butt. Okay, so on this top tire here, we've just got basically like a retaining ring, snap ring type of thing that sits in a groove. And then I've already cleaned these and packed them, so be careful here. So we've got two washers and a felt seal. So that's all the seal you get. Sitting on top of that, I still need to clean this up, but the axle sits through there, and then you've got this nut sitting on top, just like that. So that's all the protection the bearing gets in terms of how much sealing is going on. You don't get a rubber seal like you would like on a trailer or something like that. You just get this felt seal because woohoo airplanes, way underbuilt. They are simple though, so there is that. So you got just the felt with two washers here. And then all you've got in here is just a tapered roller bearing. So I've already packed that. I don't want to mess with it too much. But it's just a standard taper bearing. It says made in Japan on it. There is actually a size. So it's just it's a Koyo bearing. I don't know if you can see that. And it's a LM2974S. So it's just a standard bearing. I'm sure you could probably go on McMaster. I don't even think it's technically like an aviation specific bearing. I think that they are just bearings. Like normally aviation stuff has what's called a PMA part stamp on it, so that you know that it's an aviation part. But yeah, like these wheels, you can see they've got all kinds of markings on them. Warning, delicate, before disassembly. Deflate before disassembly. And it gives you the bolt torque, and there is a 606 type 3, and here's the TSO part number, the PMA part stamp that tells you tells you when it was made. So all this is quality controlled, can be traced, yada yada. So anyway, I just figured I'd show you that real quick. Kind of cool. Repacking wheel bearings and something is something that the owner / operator can do on their own. You don't actually have to be a mechanic to do it. It's part of the preventative maintenance of the aircraft. I got my mechanic. He's going to look everything over before I do the final install. Just inspect everything. Just makes me feel better. But it is something you can do yourself as an owner or operator of the aircraft. So anyway, hopefully that's interesting to somebody. And thanks for watching.